Hey everyone, how's it going? Today I wanted to do a quick video where I just talked about a little bit about Bitcoin, specifically IBIT, and I'll touch base on BTCI as well. I talked a little bit about this in my portfolio recap yesterday, and also wanted to show off a new feature for the retireearlywithdividends.com site. We added total return, and I was talking about this yesterday on why I was adding to my Bitcoin position in my portfolio. When I say Bitcoin position, I mean IBIT and BTCI, of course, because on-chain Bitcoin is different. This is just in the brokerage. Um, but the first thing I want you to look at is the orange line. This is IBIT over the last 2 years. You can see it kind of started out on par 2 years ago in 2024 with SPY and QQQ. Now, if you look at the growth and the price that it has been at, it's consistently beating these assets. So, does that matter if you haven't sold? Not as much, but it, excuse me, it tends to trend above these, right? So when you're seeing this depression here and this pullback, which has been pretty significant, over 50% now, in Bitcoin, and you're seeing these prices below the standard indexes. Right. Let's see what it actually says here. So BTCI says IBIT is 30% up still in total return, and BTC is up negative 3.4%. And that just has to do with where it started. So if you go to 1 year, they're going to be almost in line. That's what I was going to say. So it's a 5% difference here with these two, and that will change as soon as this month's dividend gets paid out, and it's probably going to be really, really close. They'll be really close together, as you can see. Even in the bull market, they're right there in total returns. When you turn just to price, you can see where that spread happens, right? So I thought that was really good to be able to visualize this, especially for people wondering, um, like just going back to some of the yield max stuff where you see the nav just gets eroded away to where it never comes back. It doesn't do that with from the history we've seen so far. It follows pretty closely, and then when the total return is on, it's up there kicking it with the best of them. So if you're just taking dividends on this is nice because if you believe in Bitcoin and believe, a majority of the time it's gonna be up here, and as price appreciates, so are your dividends. You know what I mean? Uh, then this is an asset you want to hold. Time will tell. Of course, there's risks that Bitcoin can go to zero, or I don't know, miners could revolt, or what is the other major Bitcoin risk right now? Quantum, the quantum FUD. I think all that they just released a BIP for that, which is a Bitcoin improvement proposal on how they want to deal with quantum stuff. So, there are devs and people are looking at this. It's not something that people are ignoring. Like, they realize that this is something that has to be dealt with. And I feel like it will be in the next 2 years, probably 2 years, if not sooner. Well, there'll be some challenges probably, but when you think of what do we actually have for, assets that are scarce, there's not many. You see gold and silver running recently, and yeah, I don't know. I'm still bullish on this, and we'll be adding. We haven't had much of a change today, except for we're down big since yesterday because the entire market took a pullback. But yeah, that's all I got today. Just wanted to make a quick video talking about Bitcoin and showing you that new feature. But we'll see you in the next one.